Alright, so somebody asked me to do a video about putting scenes of the MODX pattern scenes into a song. How to do that, how to convert that. So I put a little 12-bar blues together just for a demonstration. Scene 1 is going to have 12 measures, scene 2 12 measures, scene 3 8 measures as a variation, and then we're going to change that, but I want to show you how it sounds. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play it. Scene 1. Scene 2 manually. Here it comes. Adding some horns. Scene 3 variation. Scene 2. So let's assume that that's what we want, okay? You had your verse, your chorus, your intro, your verse, your chorus, etc., etc. You have 8 scenes that you can put in there. So what we're gonna do now is convert these scenes into a song, into a linear song, so we don't have to be pressing the buttons. So what happens here is we're gonna have to press edit, and edit is gonna take us actually to this window, which is the overview window. This is, our scenes 1, 2, 3. The instrumentation is more because I have the horns and everything. So anyway, and here we have notes. We can edit notes, edit track. What we want is we want to go down all the way down to chain. So we get chain. Now if you notice here, and I already assigned it, but you can assign it yourself, we have measure, a measure column and a scene column. So for instance, a 12-bar blues. So from measure 1, I want to play scene 1. So I assigned it. You can, with your rotary thing, you can assign the measures, and you can click and assign different scenes. So from measure 1, I want scene 1. I want that to play for 12 bars, so it takes me to bar 13. So over here, now from 13, I want to play scene 2, which is right there. You assign your own things, which takes me to bar, it ends at bar 24, takes me to bar 25, where I put measure 25, scene 3. That's the variation. But I want to go back after that. I'm going to play that for 8 bars. So 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. It takes me to 33, where I'm going to put scene 2 again. So there it is, scene 2. And then that takes me at 12 bars of scene 2, takes me to 45. And then from 45, I want to end it. So right here, you have the option to end. You see that you have 8 scenes, so it goes 8 scenes or end. And right there, let's assume that you're done. You already did your verse, your intro, your verse, your chorus, a bridge, chorus, whatever. Over here you have to the right, in the bottom right, you have convert to song. So you go convert to song, and it's gonna put in song 11. For me, for you, it'll be different, and you just go convert, and it'll take its time. It'll do its thing, and then it goes away. So now you're gonna be like, oh, now what do I do? And I can tell you, they make it very confusing. The MODX montage is kind of confusing, very powerful, but it's confusing. So now what you want to do is you want to exit out of here, and we're back to our patterns, right? That's not going to play our songs, and there's nowhere that says song anywhere, right? So I mean, believe me, I looked while I was doing this video. So what we want to go is we want to go to where it says MIDI at the top. There's, from left to right, there's two columns. There's home, motion control, mixing, sing, play, and then the second column says MIDI audio pattern. We're in pattern right now. You see how it's highlighted. We're gonna go to MIDI. MIDI, now we have our songs, okay? And it said it was our song was song 11. So there we go. So there's our song 11, and there's our linear way of the song. So now I'm gonna go ahead and play it, and here it comes. And according to my calculations, it should go to scene 1, which is right here, this red button, and it should automatically switch it to 2, 3, and back to 2. So here it comes. Let's see what happens. Notice the red button switch to scene 2. I have the keyboard very dark because there's glare if I light it up, and then you can't see the screen. Switch to, by itself, it switched to section 3. Section 2. And it ends. So for instance, now right here, in song mode, which is this MIDI thing, in song mode, you can actually record linearly. You're not stuck with just recording in pattern mode. So if you want to record linear, you can do that too. Most people prefer pattern mode. And I gotta remind you, the MODX and the montage did not have a sequencer originally, so they added it afterwards. This is a very powerful keyboard for like live use. Now it's equally powerful for recording. However, it's not that easy. It's not very intuitive. My advice to you is, if you have an iPad, buy Cubases for the iPad. Connect your USB out to a camera connection kit into the iPad and record this way. I recorded a full album like that using just sounds from the MODX, and it was a lot easier. It was a lot more intuitive, and it's more user friendly that way. You can record MIDI or audio. I did audio myself. It was very clean. Please listen to it. It's called Funky Grooves and All That Jazz. It's the links to all major Apple Music, Spotify, etc. are on my website, and I'll put it on the description also. It's called Funky Grooves and All That Jazz. Available everywhere, Apple Music, Spotify, and just visit eddie-g.com for more music that I recorded. But this particular album was recorded entirely with the MODX and an iPad using Cubase's. So I invite you to listen to it. And also I invite you to pick up my book. It's only like $5 in Amazon. It's a recording. It's called Recording for the Do-It-Yourself Songwriter. And let me put some music with these commercials. It's Recording for the Do-It-Yourself Songwriter, available in Amazon, and is also available as an audiobook on Audible. Recording for the Do-It-Yourself Songwriter, available on Audible and Amazon. There will be links on the description, and please visit eddie-g.com to listen to some smooth jazz recorded on the iPad using the MODX. Funky grooves and all that jazz. So anyway, let me repeat all these steps if necessary. You have your pattern. You have your patterns. You press edit, and you go to, if it defaults to overview, but you go to chain, or maybe it'll be in chain already, but you go to chain, edit, chain. You make your assignments of measures and scenes. You convert to song. Then you exit. And since you're in pattern, you're going to go to MIDI. And that's where your song will be. Okay? And I hope this was helpful to the person that asked me to do this video, and also for anybody else that needed this. And let's let the video be played out by our little sequence.